your speed. Trouble ahead. Trouble behind.
Howdy brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land. This here is Grateful Panic, and I've got another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Buck 112 Slim Ranger Pro. And before we get into that, let's go ahead and get this panic dump out of the way and let you guys take a look at what I was carrying today. And today in my pocket I had, once again, the Spyderco Manix 2 Lightweight. I had the Great Eastern Cutlery number 44 Buffalo Jack and the Victorinox Alox Pioneer. And on my belt, as I have had of late, the Buck 110 Light, and I also had the Bark River Knives Aurora. And that leads us right up into the What Am I Drinking segment. And today I'm drinking on a little bit of Lagunitas Super Cluster Ale. And if you guys enjoy a nice flavorful pale ale, definitely check that one out, 'cause it's a good one. So with that being said, guys, it's time to get down to the nitty gritty and check out this here review knife. And like I said, we're going to be taking a look at the Buck 112 Slim Ranger Pro. And before we get into the nitty gritty, or the meat and taters of this here knife, let me go ahead and get the boring stuff out of the way and get you guys some measurements, materials, and hopefully a weight. Alrighty, and what we're looking at, we have a closed length of 4 1/4 inches. We've got a blade length of right at 3 inches, and we've got an overall length of 7 1/4 inches. And let me grab the tape measure real quick, and I'll get you guys an approximate cutting edge length. And it looks like we're looking at right at, well, it's looking like 2 3/4 inches. And if our semi-trusty scale will cooperate, we'll go ahead and try and get you guys a weight on this guy. And there we go. Tear that guy. So, all right, come on now. Like it. Sorry for the bad radio, guys. I guess we'll just add 2/10 of an ounce to it. So by that theory, we're looking at 2.6 ounces. And I don't even know what to do with the grams. Looking at 79 grams as it stands, minus 8, 71 grams. Just gotta use a little finesse and do a little mathing, and quite possibly get a new scale. And material-wise, we've got some green canvas micarta handle scales, and this micarta is just it's some good stuff. It's absolutely wonderful. It's got a really great feel to it. Got some good grip. It's really, I don't know, soft feeling. I don't know. It's just some really pleasant micarta, and I truly enjoy it. We've got stainless steel pin construction. We got stainless steel pocket clip screws and stainless steel pretty beefy deep carry pocket clip. And I've heard some flack about this pocket clip, but I kind of enjoy it. I really do. I like the look of it. I like the way it performs in and out of your pocket, and I like the way it feels in hand, because to me it doesn't create a hot spot. It's very, very comfortable, and I really, really enjoy it. And I've heard this guy is also catching some flack for centeredness, and yeah, it does favor the show side a little bit, but I mean, it's a lockback traditional knife, so I mean, and it's got pin construction, so it's not, I mean, it doesn't rub on the handle scales at all, so to me it doesn't present a problem. Blade wise, we've got a really, really nice clip point blade with a nice hand-drawn swedge here. It is a satin finish, hollow ground blade, and S30 CPM S30V with the, of course, the Bose heat treat. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, if you don't have any experience with this Bose heat treat, it is absolutely phenomenal. Because realistically speaking, your blade steel is only as good as the heat treat, and it's really slipping my mind. I cannot remember Mr. Bose's first name, but this guy came up with a formula for this phenomenal heat treat on blade steel. And I mean, you can get, basically, this is an S30V, but even the standard buck knives in 428C, you know, people complain just, and I feel like just because they see the numbers and it's, oh, that's 428C, that's crap steel, and it's really not, because with the heat treat that they put on these blades, I mean, your 428C will stand up to an inferior heat treat on some S35VN, S30V. I mean, it's all about how you the heat treatment on the steel, and Buck does an absolutely phenomenal job heat treating their blade steels, and this is definitely no exception. And that's a really, really attractive blade shape to me. I love this hollow grind. I love the clip point shape on Buck knives, and Buck was one of my, like, when the first time I saw the 110, I mean, I immediately fell in love. I was probably maybe 9 or 10 years old, and I just thought it was the coolest looking knife ever. It was like the standard of folding knives at the time, and you know, to me today, it's still it stands the test of time. It is the standard when it comes to lockback knives, and I am really impressed with how Buck is kind of keeping up with the times, and you know, people are going to better quality steels, I guess better quality handle materials. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge micarta fan, and I know a lot of you guys know that, especially this green micarta. I absolutely love green micarta, but you know, is this a superior handle material to you know, the diamond wood with the brass bolster and end cap? You know, that all depends on your personal opinion. It's very subjective. To me, I think micarta is superior just because I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels, and I like the grip it provides. And the thing about micarta is, you know, if it gets wet, the grip gets even better, whereas, you know, some handle materials, it gets wet, you're going to slip all over the place. So I think that's a big plus. And you know what, action wise, I think this guy is pretty phenomenal. I think pretty much took the 110, they modernized it, they made it, or the 112, I'm sorry. They took the 112, they modernized it, they made it more aesthetically pleasing. They used better materials, and to me, they hit a home run on this one. I thoroughly enjoy this knife, and I've actually sharpened this myself, put my own edge on it, and it holds an edge like nobody's business. I can use it at the end of the day. I break out the strop, I strop it, and I've sharpened it once, and I've carried it quite often. I've used it quite often, and just with a daily stropping before I put it away, I've yet to have to sharpen it again. So that speaks volumes right there about this blade steel and the heat treat on it, and I feel like this is an absolutely phenomenal knife. It fits great in my hand. It feels great. To me, the ergonomics are absolutely perfect. The action is good. I mean, it's a lockback knife, so it's not going to fall shut. It's not going to, it's not going to, and to me, I mean, it rockets out. Well, just made myself a liar there, but, it flicks out pretty good. I have no problem with it, but, the intended function of this knife, it's not meant to rocket out and drop shut. This is a utility knife. This is a good hard use knife, and I think it fits that bill absolutely perfectly. I think it is a absolutely phenomenal knife, and I highly recommend it. The prices I've seen online are, I think, around $70 to $80, and for what you're getting in this knife, that's a steal right there. That's an absolute bargain. I think that's a great price for this knife. I mean, to me, this is the perfect EDC knife, and like I said, I carry it quite often. Absolutely love it. And forgot to mention, if you guys didn't already know, this was a Christmas gift from our good friend, brother JB over at Big Red EDC, and I greatly appreciate it. This is one of many times this Christmas season that my jaw hit the floor, because I was blessed to receive some really amazing gifts from the wonderful people in this knife community, and I'm so grateful for that. And this is no exception. I am so grateful for this knife, and part of the reason is because JB knows me so well. He saw a buck knife, a lockback. It was in green micarta handle material, and he knew right away that it was right up my alley, and he was 100% right. And that means the world to me, and that it's happened time and time again this holiday season that some really good friends of mine in the knife community, it wasn't just like, which it's the thought that counts. Somebody buys you something, and it's not the material aspect of it. It's the fact that they were thinking about you, and they said, hey, I'm going to buy this for Grateful Panic. But even going further, they know my taste, they know what I like, and they said, you know what, this knife right here is right up his alley. This is something he would really enjoy, and they hit the nail on the head every daggone time. And so thank you, JB. You definitely hit the nail on the head with this knife. I thoroughly enjoy it, and this right here is one of my treasured knives, and I will treasure it forever. So thank you, buddy. I'm proud to call you my brother, and like I said, I really appreciate this knife. And if you didn't already know, guys, this knife definitely gets the Grateful Panic seal of approval, which is, as we all know, 1 3/4 thumbs up. So again, thank you, JB. Thank you, Grateful Panic family. Appreciate each and every one of you. And with that being said, guys, this is Grateful Panic signing off. And remember, guys, stay alert, stay alive, and hey, how about do something nice for somebody today? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed.